Alright guys, before we start this video, I got a huge announcement. If I reach 4,000 subscribers on YouTube, that's right, 4,000 subscribers on YouTube, by September 8th, a week before Fall Rod Run and the Truck Fest event, I'm going to be giving away a GoPro at Fall Rod Run. That's right, you heard it, I'm giving away a GoPro at Fall Rod Run at the Truck Fest event. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if I get to 4,000 subscribers or more the better, the more I'll throw into this package. I'll be giving a GoPro away at Truck Fest at Fall Rod Run. Make sure you contact Tennessee Diesel Addictions if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about that event. So, we'll see you all there. How's it going, everyone? Trucks and Water here. And before we get into the meat of this video, I gotta go to the Post Malone. Before we get in the meat of this video, I gotta go run and wash off the truck real quick, and then we'll get in the meat of, like, because a lot of you don't know, a lot of you are new to the channel and haven't seen the old videos of how I got my truck and the origins of the K1500, because it's actually a really interesting story. So let's get right into that, but first, go get the truck washed. All right, so I got the truck washed off. Now it's time to go to my spot and start making this video. Okay guys, now to the point in the video that y'all been kind of waiting for. I'm gonna go over how I kind of got the truck, the story behind the truck, so anything like that. So let's rewind about a little over 3 years ago. I just graduated high school. I was driving an 05 Nissan Pathfinder. That was my parents' vehicle, my second vehicle. And I was looking for a vehicle. Well, you know, trucks at the time were not as expensive as now, but they're still pretty expensive, and there's nothing really in my price range I was kind of looking at, because I was paying for like my first semesters of college, or my first supplies of college, you know, new laptop, new everything. So my price range wasn't that great for a truck. One day my dad's buddy called, and he works with us. He goes, "Hey, I'm selling my truck. Is your son interested in it?" And my dad's like, "Well, he's looking for a vehicle." He goes, "What do you got?" And he said, a 1996 Chevy K1500 Silverado, henceforth. At the time, I'm a Dodge guy, especially Cummins, but at the time, I love second-gen Dodge. Even though most of them are POSs, I love second-gen Dodge. The way they look, the way they ride, the stance, the whole 9 yards. I just like those style of trucks. I looked up this truck online. Well, not this exact truck, but I looked it up online. It came out like a work truck package. And I was kind of like, oh, great, you know. This doesn't look good. I'm not going to like it. But my dad's like, hey, let's go down there. Let's see what's all about. And then we'll make a decision from there. So we drove down there after work one day. And me meeting up with him from work. And he pulled this thing out of the garage. And me and my dad's jaws dropped nearly, almost hit our chest pretty much. At the time, it had 159,000 miles on it, and I mean, other than the modifications I've done to it, it was a bone stock grandpa truck. I mean, it was bone stock, but it had everything on it. It had the bucket seats on it, had the Z71 off-road package, the back seat. You know, it doesn't have a third door, but it had a back seat, it had a toolbox, it had tie-down strap points, or points tie down stuff. Sorry, I guess I'm lying. And all that other stuff. And you know, it was everything I was looking for in a truck, but I wasn't too sure on it because I got screwed over my first truck I ever bought. The only thing wrong with it was the AC system, and it stopped working, so we got to figure out why that was. So that's the only thing that was wrong with it at the time. Knock on truck. So I looked at my dad's buddy. I was like, "Can you give me a night to pond over it? Can you give me a night to look it over and think about it?" He goes, "You have till tomorrow to give me an answer." I said, "All right." So we went back home. I looked him up online. For the price he was asking for, I could not find one in any better condition that was twice the price of what he was asking for this truck. What he didn't know is what he had, pretty much. The backstory behind this truck: it was bought in northern Georgia by an old man. I'm talking like 75, 80 years old. Had it custom built from the factory, like the way it sits. So he basically got the catalog ordered the truck the way he wanted it, like this. Has every option in the truck in 96 except for a sliding rear glass window and leather. Again, the sliding rear glass window in these years leaked like crazy, so I'm glad I didn't have it. I'm not a huge fan of leather either, unless it's heated and cooled seats. There's probably maybe some other little options that you could have gotten a little bit better on this truck, but basically he decked this thing out. The thing cost almost $30,000 back in 1996. So, you know, in today's money, you're looking at about $55,000 truck. You know, it was a very expensive truck. The old man drove it to 101,000 miles, traded into a dealership in Chattanooga. That's when my dad's buddy bought it back in 2004 and drove it to about 159,000 miles on it. He put over $6,000 worth of new stuff in this truck. Maintenance, not really upgrade, but maintenance and everything like that was put in this truck. So when I got it, I basically had almost a brand new truck. And it's never towed anything heavy. If it's ever towed anything in its life, it's probably like a lawnmower trailer with maybe a motorcycle on the back, if that. Never had anything heavy in the bed. Never been off-road, never been sunk in mud, anything like that. It has been used to get through snow and stuff, which is normal. So, you know, they had it, but since I've owned it in 3 years, I can count on one hand how many times it's been legitimately in full drive to be used. Now, I have put in full drive every now and then to make sure it works, but to really use full wheel drive, I've only put it maybe 4 or 5 times in me owning this truck. So it's never ever been abused or anything like that, and it shows. Currently, it's got about 230-something thousand miles on the truck. So running strong, knock on truck. So that's kind of the backstory behind the truck and how I got it and stuff like that. I bought it the next day, cash in hand, went to the bank, took out X amount of dollars in money, and bought the truck. A lot of you ask me, how do I find a truck like yours? I can't find one like that. Guys, I'll be 100% honest with you. I lucked into this truck. 120% I lucked in with this truck. I know I've been offered a lot of money for this truck. I won't lie to you all. I've been offered quite a bit of money. I'm not going to say the exact numbers, but I've been offered a lot of money cash in hand, and I've turned it down because you cannot find a truck like this. Is it perfect? No, it's got scratches and little door dings and stuff like that. It's got 230-something thousand miles on it. But for what I use it for, it's perfect. And the way I'm building it, it's perfect. I can't get rid of this truck. And, you know, unless someone offered me a crazy amount of money, I'm talking, why in God's green earth would you offer someone with that kind of truck like that? Then, yeah, maybe I would accept the offer. Excuse me, but I just can't get rid of the truck. So since then, I put the tow mirrors on it because the driver's side one was kind of wouldn't work right sometimes. So I put the tow mirrors on it, full electric, turn signal, whole 9 yards. My parents bought me the bull bar for a birthday present for my 20th birthday. So I put the LED light bar on it. That's getting changed out anyways. You know, as you all know from the channel, leveling kit, shocks, Pro Comp shocks all the way around. XD grenade 20x12, the milled accent finish, and wrapped in Nitto 420s. With the bed cover and an in-mounted bed toolbox with the blacked out bed rails too, diamond plate. Again, a lot more stuff's coming to this truck, guys. This is nowhere near done the way I want it. It's about 40 to 50% done, the way I'm looking at it right now. So that's kind of the origins of this truck and how I got it. Like I said, guys, you just got to keep searching. Always check Craigslist. What I do when I check Craigslist, I'm looking for a certain tow rig or a few certain tow rigs right now. What I do with Craigslist is I'll go like, you know, Knoxville, Nashville, Atlanta, and then I'll do like, I know where rust-free areas are, so like I'll do Texas and stuff like that, and stuff around there. You just got to keep on searching to find those deals. And the thing about it is you want to find the deals like a woman's got it, that the old man passed away or whatever, she doesn't know what she has. And I hate saying that, like I want to give everyone a fair price, don't get me wrong, but if they don't know what they have, they don't know what they have. And you know, I mean, be fair about it, of course, but you know, that's where you find the deals. I had literally, when I bought this truck, the owner before me, so I'm the third owner, was just as anal, if not more than me, when it came to maintenance and receipts and all that. He has stacked this thick of maintenance and receipts and all that stuff. I keep a file in my with my truck, with all those receipts plus mine on top of it. So I have a full maintenance record with this truck, and that's what I also look for when I look at trucks, is the maintenance records and stuff like that. Yeah, you've got, you know, you've got Carfax and stuff nowadays, but if people keep up with their maintenance, you can clearly tell that they try to keep up with their vehicle. Now, I'm not saying something can't go wrong. You could buy a brand new vehicle and something can go wrong. You hear about it all the time, the lemons and the lemon law and whatnot. But that's a good indication that someone has tried to keep up with their vehicle. And so that's how I kind of got the truck, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, if you have a similar story or a similar thing. Like I said, I love this truck to death. You know, everyone knows his name is Ashley because that's the name that popped in my head when I drove her home. I love this truck to death. Yeah, can it frustrate me sometimes? Yeah, it can. It's a 22-year-old truck. But I really do. This truck, just every day it impresses me. The full drive system in this truck is fantastic. I mean, everything in this truck impresses me. So I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. Like I said, comment down below what you think. If you have an experience like this where you found something that you didn't expect to or whatever. Thank you so much for watching. All of you, have a great day. And remember, never give up on your dreams.